The Amazing Digital Circus spoiler is finally here. Glitch has heard our prayers, and we finally have an official release date for this crazy circus. Drop these emojis so it comes out as soon as possible. It all begins with Kanye complaining because he forgot to make the trailer or spoiler for episode 5 of The Amazing Digital Circus. We see a spider and a white wall that looks like it's straight out of an office. Kanye also says, "My flight to Copper 9 departs in 5 minutes. I need you to take care of this for me, buddy." This tells us Kanye won't be in charge of the episode, and he leaves one of his NPCs in control. Maybe that's why in the last spoiler we saw him fracture the planet, as if everything went utterly out of control. Then Kanye's NPC appears and says, "Arriving somewhere nearby, the next episode of the Great District of Gaskell's, the episode of The Amazing Circus, is now." But it's not just one NPC, there are 2 of them. As they talk, they argue with each other while trying to narrate what's about to happen. They're confused about the show's name, calling it District of Gaskell's, probably due to the crazy scenery changes we'll see. They tell us that the gang is facing a challenge, but the other NPC, apparently a woman, is completely lost. Challenge? They go into the hole and throw the dice of life down. What? What is this? Watch out, 101 views. The Green Man writing a cheesy musical about me in just 3 days. A piano plays in the background as the other NPC says, what did they say about me? Do you think I can make any sense of this garbage? 101? I don't. No. Sometimes there's logic in this nonsense. The most image ever created. Well, stay tuned for the episode. I guess that was terrible. Now, let's analyze each image and what it might mean. The organization is so chaotic that instead of The Amazing Digital Circus, they write The Amosting Digital Circus. Amosting means almost, which confirms they couldn't even get the name right. This is going to be a mess. Highlighted spoiler images. Kinger appears at a softball stadium cheering on the team he's coaching. I mentioned this in past spoilers. Go check them out so you don't miss anything. Pomni falls out of her presidential chair. Jax appears to be fighting something. He's totally unhinged. We see glowing eyes like Zoobli's, as if she's being hit. Pomni and Jax are hugging, drunk. This confirms some juicier spoilers. Kanye looks furious, maybe when he returns and sees the circus disaster. Regatha is drunk and holding scissors. All the characters are being swallowed by a gust of wind, just like in the previous spoiler when they were floating. Jax looks stressed out at the bar. Pomni and Regatha sit on the stadium bench. Pomni deactivates a bomb by cutting wires. Jax looks scared or stunned. Regatha seems worried, trying to talk to someone. A scene at softball where they fight, evil versions of themselves. Jax and Pomni are trapped in the savannah at night, Kanye being swallowed by a white hole. Jax mocking President Pomni, Pomni with a banana peel on her head. A logo appears with 101 views. We still don't know what that means. Kinger, stressed about the game, Pomni with seaweed on her head. Kanye falling into the hole again, surrounded by thousands of eyes. Zoobly finally looks happy. She's on a bartender adventure. Jax holding his favorite weapon with a sign saying, "Poacher's Paradise." Again, 101 pops up. Zoobly is crushed by an angry Jax. Kanye speaking into a radio. Jax and Regatha looking embarrassed. President Pomni buried under a mountain. Of work. More references to 101 scares. Repeated scenes of Jax and Pomni, Regatha with a baseball bat. Kanye declares, "An image and emotion experience unlike anything you've ever seen." Kinger's reflection transforms into Gang Lee. They stare directly at us. Kanye appears with Zoobly and his NPC. Yes, we're confirmed to get the next episode on June 20th, just like I predicted in my previous spoilers. At the end, the NPC says goodbye, and the other NPC remarks, "That was a horrible farewell." Suddenly, a mysterious voice chimes in, "Does anyone please have bus fare? I want to go home to my wife and kids." This spoiler leaves us with so many questions, but also answers. Glitch didn't mess with us or lie. All those strange spoilers that seemed random now come together. And it looks like this. Episode will be massive, full of chaos, insanity, and epic adventures. Below you'll find the full translated video. Share your theories, tell us what you think about all this. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my previous spoilers so you don't miss anything from this amazing universe.
Oh, thank God you're here! I forgot to make a trailer for the next episode of the Amazing Digital Circus! And my flight to Copper 9 leaves in 5 minutes! I need you to handle this one for me, buddy!
Coming to a theater nearby. The next episode of the Great Gaskell's District episode of the Great Amazing Circus is coming now.
The gang findeth themselves faced with a challenge. Challenge? They goes in the hole and throweth lifesavers down a tumor seal. What is this?
Prepare for 101 views.
The Green Man writing a cringy musicalele about regatta in only 3 days.
101 likes.
Wait, what did he say about me?
What, you think I can make any sense out of this garbage?
101 brightens.
I don't know. Sometimes there's logic in his nonsense.
The motion picture that's ever created.
Audio Jungle. Well, stay tuned for the episode, I guess.
That was awful.
Does anyone have bus fare? I want to go home to my wife and kids now, please.